name is Jackie McKissick, and today we're going background crazy. Get in there. Right. Anyway, what am I doing? So, TJ was here last night, so I was just messing about playing, and I created this background. And I created this one. Now, I didn't like the colours I created with this one, even when I'd done my hashy stuff on it. So then I embossed it, and I put some gilding wax over it, and I absolutely love it. And when it's finished, it's going to go on a white card base. There's a little sentiment, maybe another butterfly, and that will be a really pretty card. I'm not even sure you can see it the way I can, but it is beautiful. So, I made these two with distress oxides, and they were a little bit flat. I think distress oxides are slightly flat compared. It's not that they're flat, it's that they're opaque, which means they're not as vivid. I like va-va-vum. I like it to be va-va-vum. So, I've already inked this one in some Salty Ocean, Twisted Citron and Mustard Seed, okay? And I'm in the process of doing this one. I didn't want to do it all on screen it takes a while because I'm using distress inks this time, not distress oxides. And I'm trying for a little bit more vividness. And all I did is go round in circles, round and round and round you go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Especially in the madhouse that is Jackie's world. Okay? So, all you're doing is building up colour. I'm using dried marigold, abandoned coral, and picked raspberry. Okay, and you have to build up the colour depending on how bright you want it. You know, just let it dry slightly in between times. Where's the pink one? And you just do this. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it pretty? Pretty, pretty, pretty. We're going to see how we're doing. See if we can get a bit more ink onto the brush. Pink is my most used colour, so it is, which probably means it's a little bit drier. Okay. I hope you can see that. I wasn't paying attention there. I was just going with the flow, getting jiggy with it, or whatever the heck you want to call it. Right, I'm going back in with some dried marigold. Okay. And one of the reasons I didn't do this on screen is I have carpal tunnel in my right hand. And my right hand goes to sleep on me. I had an operation on my left. I need one on my right. And the operation was amazing. My left hand doesn't go to sleep. I don't wake up in the middle of the night with ice cold hands that feel as if they're twice their normal size, which did before. So that's all I'm going to do for that one there. And then I did some messy stuff. And normally I just do messy stuff on my desk, because I'm a hashi crafter. Because I'm a hashi crafter, and because TJ tends to fill my boxes full of toys and things, and then I have to go and empty them all out if I want to use them, which is time consuming. But I have done it. He was storing his crowns in my splat box. Is that light? Is that light annoying? Or not, I wonder. Can we see it? My lot of shadows. My lot of shadows. Right, okay. So, this is what I did. I took my thingy-majigger, my piece of card. Oh, I forgot to show you what I'm using. I'm using some, what do you call these? Mica Mist from Nuvo. And I'm going to tell you something now. These are the worst spraying things I have ever purchased in my life. From the minute an hour I got them, they just would not spray. Even though I shake them side to side. And if you've got a miracle way to get them to reshake, please let me know. I'm going to get rid of that box. It's causing too much of a shadow. And I'm just going to be a messy crafter. So this is what I did anyway. I picked some colours that were suitably toning, and this is what I'm doing. I'm just going wee. Okay. And then I went on to the next one, and I did a little bit of the same. I just picked some, I picked some colours that would, and then I also did that. Okay. Oops, I don't want it on that one. See, that's what happens when you're a messy crafter. It goes everywhere. Okay. And if the pictures aren't before of whatever I turn them into, they will be at the end. So, finally I had some of these vintage ink spray mists from Cosmic Shimmer. I have had these since Pussy was a kitten. There's no mica in them, so they spray the best. Oh, I didn't want that much. But that's on there now, and that's the way I'm going to leave it. Am I? Oh no, there was a little bit of blue there I wanted to try. Right, I'm spraying it from far away. And that's how I made my lovely hashy background. And then I put them out to dry. So let's clean up before we go on to the next one. Okay. Right, then this one is pink. So we're going to use a pink one. Like that, and all it does is add a little bit of shimmer. And I've got this one here. Shake well. No point in shaking well for it doesn't work. I haven't got them ever to spray, not even once. Mica Mist Antique Gold, so I'm going to try a little bit of this. Oops. Oops. So we're just going to leave that one like that, and maybe there's a little bit of this ready one from a far distance, and that is going to be our last background. Whilst you tidy up, dry them off, come back again. Okay, my ink things were dry, and then I remembered I'd forgotten to put some water on them, so I just sprayed them with a little bit of water, and I'm going to dry them off, and then I'm going to dry them again, and hopefully you will see some cards. Back in a jiff. Okay, for one card I am going to attempt to use this Positively Papercraft, not the bunny one, but the big die, and cut it out like that. Okay, so we'll give it a go. Right, are you ready to see what it looks like? Ready, steady, go! Ooh, pretty. Ooh, I've kept all these little leaves, look. Just because I can stick them behind flowers. There's a couple of bits we missed. There's a bit we missed. Okay, and what does it look like in a card base? Oh yes, very pretty. Actually, I think I might put that in some gold card. But, not yet. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Well, maybe now. What do we think? Gold, white, silver, and gold. Where is the gold at? Gold, 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 gold. Come on. Is it sitting right beside me? There. So, if I put that down to 4, which it is, by 5 and 5/8, which it is, then I would put that on top of that, and then that on top of there, and that will be pretty. So, I'm going to put some glue on it and stick it on, not waste your time. Back in the jar. Okay, we have a plan at last of what we're doing, right? I have used this die and one of these ones and created 3 frames which I'm about to glue together. Then I'm going to cut the smallest one in gold and then put a little square of ivory card on top and add mum from these stickers. That's the plan anyway. Okay, so let's just get on with it. And if this video's long, I am sorry. I shall do my best to speed her up. Okay, so this is the easy bit, and I have a plan for the other one too. That's upside down. You have to put them on the right way round, Jackie. You are a numpty. What are you? You are a numpty. You're numpty. There. Where's the other one? Oops, there. See? You can't see for looking. Oops. Here. A bird. Oh my word, I nearly had a disaster. I forgot I'd left the back door open for Zeke, the dog, to come back in, and I heard a bird and I thought that was too close, and I went out. Zeke's in, the back door's lying wide open, and Thor, the cat that's not allowed outside, was out in the back. But the minute I came out, he ran back in again. Whew. So he's not allowed outside because he had a dislocated hip and he broke his front leg in 2 places, and now he can't jump. He couldn't jump for Weetabix. The critter. He can jump, you know, he's just not very stable. And he would fall a few times, and we have trees and massive branches out in our back garden, and if they fell, I would never. I used to have a cat called Josh that I loved. I have never loved a cat the way I loved him. I don't know why. I think it's because he was born with a disintegrated hip, and the older he got, the more he needed medicine and painkillers and stuff. And he just used to sleep in my desk, and I just love it. And then he was walking on the fence one night and fell off the fence, and that was how he died, the poor baby. And I cried so hard, and I don't care what anybody says. I am an animal lover, which means I love the way I love my family. And I'm not ashamed of that. Okay? So then the idea is to put this on here. I'm going to go and cut this out in gold in a little ivory rectangle to fit in it, and I'll be back again. Right, I've done that now, so now we're going to first of all poke out the bits. I should have done that off camera, but I hadn't got my reading glasses on, so I couldn't see them. What an umpty. Anyway, the crack is good in crickle wood, as they say over here. The crack is good in crickle wood. That means we're having a ball. Okay, we're having a ball. We are rocking and rolling, right. So that's the plan for that bit. And then I would like to put my mum on. The reason I'm doing a mum is because it's coming up to Mum's Day. So I shall have to see what goodies I'd like bought to me instead of flowers and chocolates, because flowers die and chocolates make you fat, and I'm on a diet. So there. Right, M-U-M, just like that. And check that it's roughly, that's it. I wanted it roughly spread out the same. I'm just going to glue this on flat. Okay, and these dies came from AliExpress. Right, there's a bit in there, it's not out. So would you please leave the premises? Your attendance is not requested. Yes, Thor, I hear you. You got outside for 2 minutes, I'm sorry. His cry is so soft you can barely hear it. And because of that, when he comes to the door and he wants in now, and he knows I can't hear him, he puts his paws up and he pushes at the door, and the door rattles, and it's as if he's knocking at the door. And that's how I know that he wants in. There's a bit in there that is just annoying the kahunas off me. Not that I know what kahunas are. But, right. Press it down. And then all I want to do is that there. And that's it. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Right? So on these 2 bits, who is that? Is that, no, it's too whatever. Like that, I think is good enough. And then a little bit of glue in behind there. And I might decide to put some gems on, but you'll see in the pictures whether I do or not. I'm taking this down here so as I can guesstimate where I'm going. And that is our first card. And then the second one, all I did was using the same embossing folder. I went in and cut out the butterfly, and I'm just gluing it onto the butterfly that's actually on the embossing folder on there. And then I'm just going to glue a mum on, which I've cut out 3 times. This is in pearlescent paper. So the top mum is in pearlescent, but the bottom 2 are all plain, because you only need the top one. Let me see, there we go. And that is a die from my stash that I have had so long, and I have no idea where it come from. And that was it. So I still have these 2 to do, so if I finish anything, you'll see them in the pictures, and if I haven't, you won't. And these are the 2 cards that we made. Okay? That's still annoying me, it's not sticking right up there. Okay, so thank you very much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. I'd love it if you'd like and subscribe so that my little channel can keep going. And thank you, really thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. Till next time, Jackie out.